Hi, welcome to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. This is the podcast for people who want to start and grow an online location-independent business so they can live a life of freedom and choice on their own terms. Welcome to episode 16, why what you need is not a business plan, or at least a traditional business plan. In the world of entrepreneurship, there's a very real belief that when you are starting an online business, you should either take the leap and learn to fly on the way down, or have a solid and detailed business plan and not do anything until you have that fully mapped out. Talk about two different extremes. I believe the truth is a little different. If you're starting a brick and mortar style business with a premises or staff from the get-go, then yes, I would recommend creating a business plan so that you have a good understanding of the financials and what it's going to take to make this business work. You'll also definitely need a business plan if you want to raise any funds. Here on Your Business, Your Rules, you're unlikely to be doing either of those two things. You're looking for location independence, which means no set location, and you're building a streamlined business where at least for the first couple of years, you wouldn't have staff. Freelancers hired as needed, yes, but staff, no. Your costs are minimal and your business in the beginning just costs you some of your time. That said, while you don't need to worry about paying for staff, office rent, etc., the online world is complex and competitive. Because it's so complex and competitive, if you are starting an online service-based business like a coaching or consultancy business, it's actually close to impossible to know for sure what's going to land with your potential market until you try it. You can't plan to sell X number of your premium packages within the next year because you don't know if anyone wants specifically that yet. It's also not like a traditional business in that you might have foot traffic. In the beginning, there's going to be a period of working out what works, but then once you have that sorted out, it's possible to grow quite quickly. So this means your growth won't be linear. So a traditional business plan is literally no use to you other than it being a useful tool to organize your thoughts. You don't actually need a traditional business plan. A framework to follow, yes, and that's what I use, but a business plan, no. Simply put, you can't plan what will happen with your business before you've started it. You would literally just be making it up. Even in more traditional businesses, the efficacy of creating a business plan up front, which has been the standard approach for decades, is in question. William Bygrave, an entrepreneurship researcher, studied several years' worth of Babson graduates to find out how much better those who started with a formal business plan did compared to those who didn't. And the results that he found, he said, we can't find any difference. So there were some advantages to writing a business plan, but the key piece is what he says here in his research. We're saying that writing a business plan ahead of time before you open your doors for business does not appear to help the performance of the business subsequently. So all this can be really well summed up by the following quote, which comes from war times, so we're not thinking about war times now, but it really does sum it up. It's, no battle plan survives contact with the enemy. Meaning you just don't know what will happen until you try it, and then by definition, you're going to need to change your plan. So if a traditional business plan won't help you, what do you need? I believe you need a solid concept to test, an idea concept. And in the past, I've referred to this as your business foundation. It's a niche, messaging around that niche, so why you're different, why people should work with you, and offers. These three pieces put together create a solid concept to test. Something that you can take to market without investing a ton of money to find out if it works. If it doesn't, you then make adjustments until it does. This is what I do with my clients, which is what enables us to get results so quickly. Instead of deciding on a business idea and then spending months building a website, printing business cards, etc., only to find out it didn't quite land as we hoped, instead we create a concept to test first. This test concept can work first time. Oftentimes, though, it needs adjustment. Either the angle we're taking, that's the messaging, or the offer needs to be changed. It might need to be a slightly different audience. But either way, we give ourselves the time and space to adjust until we get it right. Only once we know it's working do we then invest time and money in building a website and getting all the business assets in place. And the truth is that no business plan can tell you that up front. It's essentially just a guess. And I believe guesses should be tested before going all in, especially when this is about your livelihood, your future, and your freedom. It takes actual contact with your market to find out if your idea has legs. And you do that by creating a concept to test. If you'd like to know more about how to do that, keep listening to the podcast. This is stuff that we're going to go into in more detail. If you'd like more right now, check out my report, How to Create a Steady Stream of Clients for Your New or Not So New Online Business. And you can get that at katleblanc.com/report. That's all for episode 16, Why What You Need Is Not a Business Plan. I hope that's given you some really good food for thought about exactly how much planning is required before starting. I look forward to speaking to you soon on Your Business, Your Rules. Thanks for listening to Your Business, Your Rules. I'm Kat LeBlanc. If you like this show, I'd love you to subscribe, share, and leave a review on iTunes. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, head over to my website at katleblanc.com. Until next time.